So, hey, good afternoon, Lalit. How are you?
Yeah, I've been doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How have you been, Phil?
I'm also great and super duper studious and little excited also because I have seen various of the platform nowadays. You are so active. Nowadays, you are taking lots of sessions, I think.
Yes, I have been questing for the people, those who are much accelerated, much enthusiastic at this language, so that I can connect to them. I can reveal myself while having conversation with them, and I also can thrive myself. So, in order to get more fluency, in order to get more conviction on myself, so I've been connecting to the people.
That's a great, Lalit. So, could you tell me about yourself a little bit for my viewers and for me too also? Because even still, I know about you, but I want to that you would give your introduction for my viewers. It would be good.
Exactly. Great, great. So, thanks to give me this delighted opportunity to tell you something about me. So, this side Lalit, I come all the way from Uttar Pradesh, Bulandshahr, and it's been nearly 7+ years to me. I have been working in private organizations, and apart from that, it's been nearly 2+ years to me. I have been endeavoring to conquer this language relentlessly. And if I talk about my core of interest, so I like to listen to music, all kind of music, old, latest, Hollywood, Bollywood, right? And apart from that, I love to travel as well. So this is all about me in a nutshell. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's quite interesting. So you said that you used to do work in a private sector.
Yeah, still I have been working in private sector itself.
Okay, so it is a work from home.
Yes, you can say so that it's a work from home, but twice in a week I get to go to office as well.
Okay, basically you are from Bulandshahr. I'm from
Yeah,
also Bulandshahr.
that's great. I'm really amazed that
Hmm.
you are from Lenser and you have been striving to speak this language because the quite a few people, those who are here in this particular like district, are able to speak.
No, no, actually I'm from Bulandshahr basically, but I born and raised here in Delhi. Yes, I live in a Delhi.
Okay. So
But
your family originated from Bulandshahr itself, you mean to say?
yeah, my father, my some relatives are living in means village in Bulandshahr, nearby Bulandshahr, and
Okay.
there are many more relatives are also living in nearby Bulandshahr, and still some are living in Bulandshahr also, main
Okay.
city.
Great.
This is the
Okay. So
district of.
okay. So before diving into the session, I would definitely like to request you. Would you please walk me through about your introduction in nutshell, if you don't mind?
Yeah, definitely. Why I should mind? I would like to give my introduction. So my name is Khushbu Rana. I am from Delhi, and I'm born and raised here itself. A part of this, if I'm talking about my education, so I have done post graduation. I did MBA from Human Resource Management. Nowadays, I'm learning this language, and nowadays I'm fully homemaker and I want to resume my career again, and that's the reason I'm trying to learn this language and talking with people. And I'm talking about my hobbies. So my hobbies are talk with people because it is really needed to get fluency. So I thoroughly enjoy this. And a part of this, I'm running one YouTube channel also. I have been become a YouTuber since 2 years ago. Means that was my first YouTube channel, and now I started my another channel too, and this is related to English. So yeah, that's all about it.
That's great. This is quite spectacular because now these days you have been running two YouTube channels. So this is literally not a low hanging to maintain two channels at a moment of time.
Yeah, but I honestly speaking nowadays deliberately I'm doing practice and I'm not focusing on my first channel. This is related to music. That's why I'm fully focused on my language because this language is really my passion since my childhood days. Even though I'm educated, if I still you are lacking, you are not able to speak. So it is not means this is really bad. for any educated people. I think nowadays I have seen your video. So the first video with I have watched with Rajni Verma. You had a session with Rajni Verma recently. So that time I got to know lots of vocabulary from your side. So how are you learning the vocabulary day by day? Because these were a really new, not really new, because I'm saying that every learner has idea about to learn the vocabulary, but while they are speaking, they forgot. They are forgetting about to use these vocabulary during a conversation. So how you memorize the thing? How are you means really memorize the thing that it is good and it should be a learn and it is that a correct word and I should use this.
Okay. Definitely, I would like to spill the beans about it. So, if you have asked about it, because I have like I have been asked lot many questions around this thing, because tons of people now these days looking after the vocabularies and they don't know how to actually incorporate and comprise the words while speaking. So these kinds of hindrances are being faced by each and everybody nowadays, including me. So when it comes to incorporation of words, so let me break the ice on this thing. So what I usually do, I only do one practice, that I need to jot down the words whichever I am going to learn, and after that I need to create a story related to those words. And after making the stories, I I need to reiterate that story periodically, and then it happens automatically that over a long period of time I'm able to recall them, I'm able to use them while speaking, because I have been iterating them over a long period of time. It's not a a brain surgery for me. This can be a cake for me, because I have been iterating the things. So if somebody wants to learn the vocabularies, if somebody wants to even correct grammatical structures or advanced grammatical structures, so he should do one thing, that he should do reiteration of each and everything, right? Consistently. Then the person can conquer anything, whatever he wants to achieve or vanquish in his life, including communication, including many more things.
Yeah, agree. The conquer is really important, and the one thing what I'm thinking that how can we use the concrete word at the perfect situation? It is really needed. Means there are many more people who are talking with people. They are talking in each manner, but while they are speaking, so we are thinking and we are. It is like that they are exaggerate the thing unnecessarily. It is not needed. There is no need to see you are here to impress everybody that okay I know how many fancy words and I have a means lots of knowledge about a vocabulary. So I don't think it is needed. So if you are using those words, these would be a means fancy, and as well as you are not using it unnecessarily in your communication. That time it feels good. It sounds good. Otherwise, you can feel that.
So I'm just telling you one thing around this. So when it comes to incorporation of sophisticated vocabularies while speaking, so if we are not using them in a proper context, then we can say so that we are not able to use them in proper context, and we are just propelling or galvanizing ourselves just to push forward the vocabularies while speaking. So this should not be done, as per my opinion as well, because I also don't like to do this thing, and like without uh, any kind of purpose, I'm just using the vocabulary, so there is no sense of that particular thing. So there would be some sense. So why I'm like using these sophisticated kind of vocabularies now these days? Because I literally want to perpetuate myself. I literally want to amplify myself in this English language, right? If you literally want to uh, leave your impression on yourself as well, apart from the congregations. Like if 10 people are there, and you are also in the 10 people of line, and that time if you want to represent yourself as a better person, so that time you must need couple of skills to showcase, right? So how you can showcase when you are using couple of fancy words or couple of like sophisticated words in your communication. Otherwise, all the people are speaking this language. right? And one more
Right.
thing is there. When you are when somebody is speaking this language in a basic manner all the time, so sometimes he can no he can contemplate this thing that he is on a plateau where he is not growing. He is getting only monotonous kind of words in his brain all the time, right? So when we are stagnant in this communication, we need to go forward in this communication more, like to remove the monotonous kind of thing from our life. Otherwise, if we're going to speak this language always in the basic manner, so we would be considered always the basic speaker. So this
Agree.
yeah yeah
Agree.
this is the only inhabitable reason that we should know how to comprise the vocabularies while speaking.
Right, right. I agree with you. If you are thinking of always that okay, the basic vocabulary are enough to talk and convey my message, so it would be not good. If you want to be do something in this language, definitely you should learn. You should do more effort. That's actually the reason there are many more people nowadays, and they are starting, even though they indulge the good habits and the new habits in themselves, like watching and reading. Even though earlier I still remember I was indulged one habit in myself, that is a reading, because reading is really must. While you are reading and you are reading new content, so you have means once you want to talk and you want to elaborate and align thing on particular topic, so you must be have a content. If you don't have a content, how can you uh, give and how can you convey your thoughts in a well manner? So this is
Exactly.
really needed. Yeah, I agree with you. And the one more thing also I want to say that the language learning is really good, because there are people who wants to learn this language. This became a global language. We all aware about that, how much important this language is. And in our side, is in UP, of course, I am from.
Kinds of theory, but I worked on my things and I conquered them. And now these days, sometimes, like once in a blue moon, it happens to me that whenever I'm speaking or uttering something, so I make such kind of silly impediments. But most of the time, I always venture to dominate such kind of mother tongue communication, so that whenever I'm talking to somebody, I'm representing myself in such a simple and plain manner, and doesn't matter like what all kind of words I have been utilizing while representing myself in front of the people.
Right. And for that, for vocabulary, what are you doing these days? Means you where you did get or you are getting vocabulary, the new words from where? Means from a Google or from books?
No, actually, as I have been talking to you. So if you use couple of sophisticated words in communication, so that time I try to jot down, I try to grab those words, and I always exert to incorporate them in my speaking as well. Because how we can collect active words when you are communicating with the words and people are using some difficult, some fancy kind of words, and if you are directly jotting down those words, so it means that you are deliberately writing some active vocabularies, right? So this is much significant thing in this communication as well, that if we are going to kick off the vocabularies, then we need to know that what are the active vocabularies, because there is no need to work on whole dictionary. We need to work on specific vocabulary, those who are going to be used in our communication.
Agree, agree. So nowadays, I think you are working on your active vocabulary, and that's why you have a lots of words and concrete of word. You have a lots of fancy words collection, and you are using in a very good manner while you are communicating with people. I've seen your two, three videos, and now also I'm communicating with you. So I think that if I'm going to take a session with you again, so I have to do more practice before speaking with you, because you
This
have a
is
lots of concrete of the word.
this is the right approach. I always, once I was asked a question, and that question was related to, like, if you are talking. He asked to me that if you are talking to a beginner person, like if you are talking to intermediate or advanced speaker, and if he's not able to comprehend your words, so in that particular moment of time, what is your behove responsibility? So I told that person that if the person is not able to comprehend your words, so his or her responsibility is just that he should take each and everything. in like as an opportunity, and he he just need to work on his particular thing in optimistic manner, so that whenever like he or she is going he or she is going to work on his communication or any other thing, he also he also can understand this thing that I have taken this thing in a great manner. Now I need to broaden my horizons by getting insights from other people, right? So
Hmm.
you have been taking this in a great approach. You, as you mentioned that whenever you are going to have next session with me, so you need to do some practice. That is a great thing, right? Ultimately you have decided that I
Definitely.
need to conquer something. Yeah, I need to conquer something. That is the thing that is making you to galvanize or telling yourself prudently.
It is needed also because it would be a good for myself and as well as for my viewer also. So if they are thinking they are finding out that one person is using a lots of fancy word while they are communicating and other one doesn't have the quite good vocabulary. So we are not getting a benefit. Okay, no, it is not like that. Of course, if they are watching you and the another people, so some every people has their own perspective. So
Exactly.
they must be learned by others definitely. Okay, so that is the last question because it's dinner time. So, how long have you been working on your fluency? Because you are quite improved.
It's been nearly 2+ years to me. I have been striving to work on my communication, and I have been just connecting to your kind of personified, those who are imparting or demonstrating their knowledge on social media like Josh Talk, Skype, YouTube, Facebook, many more applications like this. And I also have been resonating myself with those particular content that is being like provided by you all. And by this, I have been just gathering all the informations about the spoken English like and I have been just gonna do the same thing in future as well. And let's see how I'll be able to grow myself. And I'm hoping for the best. Like there would be something great in the communication in everything because I have been getting the assistance from your kind of personified.
I think the people who have a courage like you, and there are lots of people who really wants to do means the good thing. Like this is a language, and we are thinking about it. Sometimes we are thinking and we are learning it for getting a job only because we didn't get an environment and we want to crack means our examination and our interview that time we learn. Otherwise we are thinking okay there is no need to communicate with people in this language so there is no need to work on that so hard. So that's why we are not so much focusing on that since our means young age and the time whenever we got a time.
Earlier I lost my promotion just because of this communication, and that is why
Yes.
that particular thing made me to utter this language. And I knew this thing that time as well that it is prevalent, but I didn't work on my communication. I was thinking that I would be able to grab the promotion on the basis of my work, but it doesn't happen in the private sector. Till the time you are not representing yourself in a better version in all the aspects of the fields, then you will, as long as you will not be able to get any kind of promotion in your thing. So I exerted to work on my communication. I exerted to work on my things, my skills, because all the things are much inevitable now these days to grow more in this like field, in any field. Even. Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even though in private sector, especially, there are lots of politics are going on, and there are people who are really means how can I say that they have a knowledge, but sometimes if they are not good at English, that time uh, they are lagging due to their communication, due to this language. So we should definitely focus on that. So yeah, Lalit, I think that was a not. I think that was a fabulous conversation with you. So we will definitely connect soon on my channel. So bye bye, and that was a fantastic communication. So I got lots of words from your side. Bye.
Me too. I also have been getting enthusiasm from your end. Thank you so much for connecting with me. And it was
Thank
an
you.
excellent.